Alrighty, so this is supported fish. Now, anytime you are doing a restorative or supported posture, the support should be something that is firm but has give. So I very rarely encourage people to use rollers for supported postures because there's no give there, and it doesn't allow the body to really soften and relax. The body is always sort of lifted off of the support. Sometimes a roller under the knees in certain postures is okay because the intention there is really just to meet the body where it is. So it doesn't have necessarily the same need as if you're using it on the low back, the hips, the shoulder, the elbow, the spine, somewhere, the neck. So if you have any questions, you can always reach out and ask directly. But generally speaking, you want the support to be sort of firm but with give. So I'll let you interpret that to be whatever you want it to be. The other important thing to note is that your support doesn't have to be any particular height. And depending on the posture, your support may need to be higher or lower. So of course, when you're in the early stages of your practice, I don't expect you to have like 5 different meditation cushions and all of these different things. You can always sort of work with what you have. For example, this pillow, which is just a regular, sort of upholstered pillow, decorative pillow, it's relatively firm, right? The filling doesn't depress very much. Whereas if I were to pull off, one of our bed pillows, there's a lot more depression in it. So this would be a better support, for example, than a couch pillow or than a bed pillow. And this would be a good example of that, right? It's just like basically flat. Like you put your body on it and it's just so experiment with the various things that you have around your house. If yoga is a practice that you develop more for yourself, I would definitely recommend that you buy a bolster. Bolsters are sort of a standard height, although if you go on Amazon, you can certainly find ones that are thinner and cheaper as a result. But what's great about a bolster is that you can adjust from the height that it is. So for example, if you're doing a back bend on a bolster, you simply adjust where the back is placed on it in order to adjust the intensity, as opposed to only being able to adjust based on the height. So there's risk that you can play with it, and I'm more than happy to chat with you more about that if you have questions. But today, for supported fish, I have dog hair in my mouth. I'm going to encourage you to use something that is high enough that you really feel the upper back bend. Okay, this is a chest opening posture. So whatever it is that you are using, place it so that as you come down onto it, the upper back and chest are supported, and that you have space, which I don't, I need to shift, that you have space for the arms. Now, depending on where your body is and the height of your piece. So for example, in order for me to really feel like I'm getting into this space, I need something that's higher, but then my head just kind of dangles and it doesn't allow my shoulders to properly relax. So I always pull something in to rest my head on instead. Cool. So from here, degrees of intensity. The arms next to the body, palms facing the sky, is the least amount of intensity. Arms at a T, so hands in line with the shoulders, next level of intensity. Then sort of a W with a gentle bend in the elbows from there, and then a full cactus will be your highest level of intensity. So if you feel any amount of compression or discomfort in the low back in this position, You can either bend the knees and sort of let the knees come together and take the feet wide. That can help relieve some of that pressure. Or you can place a pillow or bolster under the knees and then let them sort of relaxed in a gentle supported bent position. Both of those are good options. Welcome to supported fish.